Emotional scenes as Ukrainian children are reunited with their families last year after being abducted by Russian forces. The Ukrainian government estimates that about 20,000 children have been taken since the war began. Moscow denies wrongdoing and claims it is protecting vulnerable children. Information about the abductions came to light thanks to investigative journalists like Nataliya Gumenyuk. The journalist was in Washington in December to accept an award for her work from Reporters Without Borders, also known by its French acronym RSF.
By talking to the direct survivors and witnesses of the war crimes, we can prove that what's happening is not tragedy, but a crime. And this attitude empowers us.
Gumenyuk is the co-founder of the Reckoning Project, Ukraine Testifies, a group that trains journalists to investigate war crimes. Gumenyuk says reporters play an important role in the conflict.
Ukrainian journalism, it's far from perfect, but it exists. It's a strength. It matters. It influenced politics. It influenced government actions during the war, and it had to be cherished and preserved.
At the awards, Gumenyuk called for justice for her former colleague, Victoria Roshina. The journalist died in Russian custody in September, and authorities have refused to return her body to Ukraine. Also honored at the ceremony was Mariam Ouedraogo, an investigative journalist from Burkina Faso. She reports for the state-owned newspaper Citoyen on sexual violence linked to terrorism.
I think that everyone has the right to be informed and to express themselves too. So it is in that diversity that we build nations and good things.
Another awardee is Wael Al-Dadou, Al Jazeera's Gaza bureau chief. Al-Dadou shared a video message from Germany where he is receiving medical treatment after being injured in Gaza. Several of his family members and colleagues have been killed since the Israel-Hamas war began. It is the deadliest conflict on record for journalists. At the ceremony, RSF recognized the risks that media are facing in Gaza and around the world. It also honored journalists from India and Belgium for their impactful work.
Even if the world may look darker and darker for journalism, we will celebrate journalists who are brave, who have an impact, who are independent, and embody a free press on a daily basis.
Brutin said it was important to continue fighting on behalf of journalists and truth. Liam Scott, VOA News.